Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I wanted to do is I want to talk about the MLB trade deadline. More importantly, the Guardians trade deadline. I mean, as you can see, I'm a Guardians fan. And I want to talk about the Guardians and what they did. They didn't do a lot of moves, especially like what we see teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Orioles. A lot of those teams, they were making a move after move after move. When you look what the Guardians did, they made two moves exactly. They traded for an outfielder, Lane Thomas, which I think he was a good player. He already played for the Guardians in a game against the Tigers, and he did okay. He got a hit. He got a base hit to center field. And then we traded for a pitcher from the San Francisco Giants, Alex Cobb. He has not made a start this year. I'm going to talk a little bit more about him in today's video. He's been dealing with an injury. Hopefully he's ready to go whenever he gets to Cleveland. But like I said, I want to talk about two different things in today's video. Number one, talk about the trades, talk about what players did we have to give up in order to get these players to return. And then secondary, just talk about what can these players bring to our teams, what are kind of additions, what are the positives and negatives of what these players kind of bring to the team. Is it a good end on the contract? Is it a good end on what kind of value they bring to the team, whether it be pitching and hitting for both players? And then kind of wrapping it up by talking about what kind of grade would I give for the Guardians front office. Did they do good, bad? Was there players they could have went after but they didn't go after? But before I go any further, as always, all information you're going to be seeing on screen, I'll have links to it all down in the description below. So if you want to go check it out, anything whenever it comes to traded line news-wise that we're going to talk about in today's video, feel free to do so. But I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and I'm going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated to do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with Lane Thomas. Like I said, the Guardians, we got Lane Thomas. We ended up trading with the Nationals. We sent back to the Nationals left-handed pitcher Alex Clemmie, shortstop Rafael Ramirez Jr., and infielder Jose Tena. First up, whenever it comes to the prospects that we are giving away, because a lot of times people and fans, they like to freak out. They like to be like, how could we get rid of these three prospects? These players could have grown up and been so good. Here's the thing, bro. We are trying to win now. These players are at least like 2 to 4 years away. We ain't got the time to sit around and wait on them. Because as you can see, there's some good players. As we can see, during the game, whenever we were playing the Tigers, we made the trade. Cleveland acquired outfielder Lane Thomas from the Nationals in exchange for three prospects. Lefty Alex Clemmie, who is actually the Guardians' number 8 prospect according to the MLB pipeline. We also got shortstop, like I said, Rafael Ramirez Jr. got sent over to the Nationals. He is our number 22 prospect. And infielder Jose Tena, who's actually played for the Guardians, I think 4 games this year. He was not bad. He just struck out a lot. So for the Nationals, I'd say this is pretty much a win-win because they're getting a lot of really good players back in return that they can develop, grow, and add into their farm system. Maybe they can get up to the MLB within maybe I'd say about 2 years at max. If you develop them right, they can get up there in a quick time. Now when it comes to Lane Thomas, what does the Cleveland Guardians get? As we can see here, that's a versatile outfielder, a guy who's capable of playing a center field, right field, and can contribute offensively, defensively. Another reason why we went ahead and got this guy, Lane Thomas, Guardians, as you can see here, Guardians have been lacking in the right-handed batting production. Lane Thomas is a very good right-handed batter. Now, when it comes to Thomas as to why he got traded, people are going to be like, well, is this guy really good or is he really bad? What kind of made the Nationals want to give him up? As we can see here, Lane Thomas had a really good year last year. He had a breakout year in 2023. He recorded career highs in batting average, home runs at 28, hits, runs, RBIs, stolen bases. He was a freak. This year, some of his numbers are a little bit down. His RBIs are down. His runs are down. His home runs, like I said, they're down as well. He's hitting about, I think, 8 home runs at the current time. And right here, you can see his full stats from this website here, from Spottrack.com. You can see 2023, he was like on a roll. His stats were off the freight train, if you could make that sense. And then this year, he's had a little bit of a down year. His hits have been down. His doubles and triples, home runs, everything's kind of been mid. RBIs, it seems like he's on pace to maybe get like 65 RBIs. Home runs, maybe he can get up to like 15 home runs. The big thing, I think, reason why we got him, stolen bases is huge. And also, like I said, he can make contact as a right-handed hitter. He's also very good at hitting against left-handed pitchers. So it's like you look at the Guardians' negatives. We struggle against hitting against left-handed hitters. We struggle with right-handed batting production. And when it comes to our outfield, besides Steven Kwan, our other 2 spots in center field and right field, we've been juggling so many players out there. Tyler Freeman, Will Brennan. Past couple years has been Miles Straw in center field, but his bat was doo-doo, so we sent him back down to AAA. We've had Arias out there, Jackenzie Noel. We love having him on the team. I think he's probably going to just being more of a DH because his bat is electric. I think the Guardians' big plan right now going forward is they just know with Lane Thomas, he can probably be a solid center fielder. We got Kwan, we got a center field locked down with Lane Thomas now, hopefully. And then if you want to just substitute guys for right field, like I said with Jackenzie Noel, Angel Martinez, you can try out different people over there. And last thing with Lane Thomas, as you can see with his contract, we got him under contract for this year and next year, so it's like he ain't going nowhere next year. It's not like just a rental. We're going to have him for a whole nother year. And when it comes to our next edition, we got Alex Cobb from the San Francisco Giants. As you can see here from the trade deadline, what we got Alex Cobb. He's coming to us. Giants are going to be getting our left-handed pitcher from the minors, Jacob Bressenhan, I think is how you say it, and a player to be named later. they haven't announced him yet. When it comes to, like I said, I'll just say Jacob. He is currently 19 years old. He has a great, bright future ahead of him. As it says, he's been cruising in the minors. He's been doing a lot of great things down there. 11 starts in the rookie level Arizona Complex League. He owned a 2.54 ERA, 63 strikeouts. He's been pretty damn good. Put it this way, on the pace he's on right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the majors 2 to 3 years. He could easily be in the majors. But when it comes to Alex Cobb, let's look at his stats, kind of see how he's been. As you can see throughout his entire career, he's kind of bounced around. He's been with Tampa, Baltimore, LA, San Francisco now. His wins, his ERA, everything like that, it's been just like a roller coaster. It's been very up and down. His best overall season, I would say, probably back whenever he was at Tampa, when he was still a young buck. He had 11 wins to 3 losses, and then he had a really good breakout year in LA with the Angels. He went 8-3. I would say this about Alex Cobb. I like the addition. If he steps in there and he is just like a perfect ace, he's pitching good, like the first time we get him on the mound, and he can just go at least 5 innings, hold the team to 1 run, that I would love him forever. But if he's another Carlos Carrasco, we already have one of those, a veteran who's like 36, 37, 38 years old, who is going to allow like 3 runs, and you need to hope to God your offense can be on time or on that night when they're pitching. That ain't the pitcher I want. Another thing with Alex Cobb, go to his injuries. As you can see, scroll down here. He is dealing with, I believe, a hip injury that he had injured last season that he hasn't even played this year. And he had an elbow injury, it says here. So he hasn't pitched at all this season. So the guy has not pitched a single pitch all year long. We're going to be banking on the fact that he's still dealing rehab. They said he's ready to go. He just needs to probably 1 or 2 more games in the minors of rehab. And then he's going to be ready to go to come play for us. How ready do we think he is, though? Like, according to sources, they say he was ready to go in May. They decided to take it easy, let him really ease into it, and just make sure he is 100% before he comes back. So hopefully that means he's good now. And when it comes to him as like whenever we have control over him, we have control over him for this season. That's pretty much it. Next season, no control. This season was just like a club option. We have him for this year. Next year, he's going to become a free agent, and he's also going to be 37, so it's like no point really bringing him back. Now, kind of wrapping it up, here's my final thing I want to talk about. Like I said, Guardians, hitting, outfielders, position players, yeah, that's nice to have. I do like the addition of Lane Thomas. That was big time. But when it came to what we really needed, pitching, we didn't do too good. Like, I want to scroll down through here of the pitchers that got dealt during the trade deadline. And I want you to go ahead and point out any pitcher in here that should have possibly been traded to the Guardians, because there's a few. I don't know. When I look through all these pitchers, I just wonder, were the Guardians aggressive enough? Like, I wish we could have the presidents and the general managers, like, open up and tell the fans, like, we tried to make a trade for this player, we tried to make a trade for this player. That way we at least know you were trying, and it's not like, well, we did our best, when it's like reality, they didn't do jack shit. They only tried to trade for these 2 players, and they just put the phones down, was like, okay, we're done for the day. All I'm gonna say is this: I just wish the Guardians would have done just a little bit more. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Do you think the Guardians made the right picks by going after Lane Thomas and Alex Cobb? Do you think they could have went after somebody else? Do you like these players that they went after or not like these players? Whatever your opinion may be, if you're a Guardians fan, leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And you don't forget to hit that little notification bell. Be notified second to post. But without further ado, this has been Don't Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.